All right, well, hello everyone. Just giving a quick little update on everything. In my last video, I kind of showed you all the project cars around here, and on Father's Day, I started doing a little tinkering on everything. Because Father's Day was very active, I was kind of just messing with stuff here and there, so I didn't get a lot of video footage, unfortunately, but I've had a lot of bad news. Starting with Corvette. Previous video, I mentioned that there seemed to be a starter issue. Thought it was the starter itself. Crawled under it to find out that flywheel is absolutely trashed. So that'll make it hard to start and make it basically impossible for the starter to engage anything. So unfortunately, we may have a slight change in plans on the order on which things are getting worked on around here, because pulling the transmission out of this car is a little more involved than replacing the starter. So, that being said, a couple other vehicles around here are a little closer to being up and running, so I'm probably going to divert my focus and attention onto those. Probably starting with the Dodge. Other thing, today I'm going to be tinkering around with my wife's car. I don't know if you can see it just in front of the 55 there, the Grand Cherokee. Her alternator caught on fire today, so that's handy. I'm assuming probably the clutch seized up. Now, in the process of that, it may have taken out the ECM, because it went from battery light on the dash to basically instantly completely dead. No power anywhere in the vehicle. So that's what I'm about to tear into right now and see what the heck is going on with that. We're taking a slight break. It's a little rainy out here. My poor rain chain and gutters are like struggling to keep up. Know the feeling. All right, so I was a little nervous that when the alternator went out, that it took the ECM out with it, because like I said, my wife said it went from on, pop, off. No power, no nothing. However, I do think she just ran the battery dead, because I was able to get a charger on it. Battery's taking a charge, and all the electronics inside seem to be working. So I need to let the battery charge up enough that I can move the passenger seat forward to disconnect the battery and then replace the alternator, and hopefully that's all there is. Well, just ran to my local parts store. Earlier today, I went and got an alternator for the Jeep. Did not pay close enough attention. Vehicle calls for a 220 amp alternator. Accidentally picked up a 180 with all the options, electronic features, stereo, everything in the wife's car. We needed to get the 220, and there she is, the world's most expensive alternator. $540 later. I hate new vehicles. All right, got the new alternator in, got the battery charging up. To be honest with you, I'm still kind of in shock over the fact that alternator was almost $600. Just insane. Does at least have a lifetime warranty, but gonna let the battery charge up for a few more minutes here and try to fire up and see if she charges. All right, we are on a little test drive in the Jeep. Alternator's charging at a perfect 14 volts. Gonna make a test drive to the store to get some beer, because that thing sucked. All right, beer run complete. Left the Jeep running while I ran inside, because even though it charged perfectly the whole way here, still not 100% sure on the condition of the battery after being ran completely dead. But she's charging just fine. You know, I do hate new cars, but it is pretty cool that you have the option to do stuff like this. But anyway, as you can see, new alternator's working perfect, which for nearly $600 at better. Now, I'm off to scan, see what that check engine light is, and drink some beer. All right, now that the Jeep is pretty much fixed, I said earlier that the order of operations of things were going to change a little bit since this project just got way more involved. Not really. Transmission's about a day job. But that being the case, my Dodge, I realized, is so much closer to being on the road. And even though it's got some paint issues, like I explained in the last video, I would like to at least get this thing on the road and start at least driving it until the paint shop has time to get it back in. It's like, why just let it sit and not do anything with it? So I did get the battery charged up the other day. I'm going to go ahead and fire it up and let you hear it. Yeah. Oh. She's dead again.